The Blue Jackal. There are so many stories to tell you, but where shall we begin? I know. Let's start with the story of the Blue Jackal. Now, long ago, in a land far away, there was a wild and beautiful jungle full of every kind of creature you could possibly dream of. Like huge great elephants, striped tigers, and sapphire peacocks. And in this jungle there lived a family of jackals. They had short amber fur and sharp yellow eyes. Uncles and aunts, fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, cousins, all played and ate and hunted together on nights of the full moon. The whole family would howl at the sky in harmony like this. Awoo! One jackal always howled longer and louder than the rest. The smallest of the jackals, fierce yowl. He would wander far away from his family, returning only at night. His favourite sister, Clever Snout, would be waiting for him. The jungle is your home. You shouldn't wander so far from your family. You can stay home if you want to, sister, because I have more interest and places to be. One day, Fierce Yowl was following a trail of a rabbit, his nose to the ground. He was concentrating so hard on the trail of the rabbit that he did not realize he had wandered all the way out of the jungle. He did not see he was on a road built by people. Even noticed when he entered the village, his sister had always told him to stay away from until he heard a growl.
Looked up in fright to see a large pack of dogs. He was surrounded. The little jackal looked desperately around him. Then he saw it, a gap between two of the smaller dogs. Fierce Yowl dashed through and ran off down the dusty streets. Fierce Yowl ran, with the dogs chasing after him, snapping at his heels and barking loudly. Woof, woof!
faded away, he poked his head out to take a deep breath of air before quickly jumping out of the bucket. But what the jackal didn't know was that the workshop belonged to an artist, and the bucket was not full of water but with blue dye. As the night fell, Fierce Yowl crept back to the jungle like a dark blue ghost moving through the leaves in the moonlight. The tigers were the first to see him. They roared in fright and dashed away, terrified that for once they were the prey. The elephants did not act much better. He caused them to stampede, and the jungle was loud with thumps and roars and shouts from all the animals that night. Strange, thought Fierce the Yowl, but he was too thirsty to think very much about it, and he trotted off to the lake,
which was the favourite drinking spot for all the animals.
As the first rays of dawn broke and he looked back into the water, he was startled to see a blue, bright jackal looking right back at him. Gone was his amber fur. His eyes now gleamed like two suns in the indigo sky. He was magnificent. And as he looked at his reflection, slowly an idea began to form in his head. As all the animals returned to the lake to drink water that morning, Fierce Yowl stood on a cliff high above them. My dear friends, you have nothing to fear. I am your new king. I will keep you safe if you promise to serve me.
No, stop! Don't you see?
Silence! If you refuse me, you will be banished forever.
No.
Before anyone could protest, Fierce Yowl sent them out of the jungle. His secret was safe for now. Fierce Yowl wasted no time in giving each of the other animals a job to do. The lions and tigers would get fresh meat for him every day. The leopards were his personal bodyguards, and he would climb the elephants' backs as they took him from place to place in his jungle. For a while, everything went well for Fierce Yowl. He enjoyed the fame of his new life. And if sometimes he wondered about his family, he quickly pushed the thought away. He is a king now. But one night when the moon was full and the jungle so quiet you couldn't even hear an owl hoot, there was a sound.
It echoed through the trees to where Fierce Yowl lay sleeping in his royal bed.
Aroo! 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 It was his jackal family all howling at the moon. Fierce Yowl woke with a start. Before he could even think, he returned the call. Aroo! Aroo! tree, shouting, "This is not a king from the heavens. This is just a sneaky jackal trying to be clever."
The animals chased Fierce Yowl out of his royal home.
Until he fell outside a cave at the edge of the jungle. In his head he saw a pair of familiar paws. It was his sister, Clever Snout.
Silly creatures who shouted at the animals.
It's your fault! Can't you tell a king from a jackal? The elf of howling in warning, the jackal stepped forward to form a wall round Fierce Yowl. Family. No good comes from telling lies, and that cheeky jackal certainly learned an important lesson. Your family will always protect you, and